on, guys. Hold on. I'm getting my link set in the chat before I do anything here. Hold on. In the chat before I do anything. That real quick. Hold on. In the chat before I do anything. John Herbert, how are ya? Yeah, cam's turned off. Give me just a second. To line up my link here. I am typing and passing a truck, so give me a second. Don't worry, I got this. I'm a professional. It doesn't help that this screen is goofy. Like the screen cover is not attached right. Alright, put that down. Now let me look at what I'm actually doing. There we go. Alright. Hi everybody. I did want to show you a little bit of the country I'm passing through. I am actually passing through the Badlands of Wyoming, which I frequently mention in one of my favorite songs to play, Nebraska by Bruce Springsteen off his album of the same title. I usually call it Badlands though, because it is inspired by the Terrence Malick movie, Badlands, which was, of course, based on the famous Starkweather murders. I think 1958, 1959, something like that. Starkweather murders were, it's a little bit like the Bonnie and Clyde story. Charles Starkweather was a garbage man. And he convinced, she was 12 or 13, but he convinced this girl to run away with him and go on a killing spree. I mean, he did all the killing. I think she did eventually get out of prison. Is my car okay? The mufflers, it doesn't have a muffler. How are you, Joseph? I'm going to show you what this country looks like. This is where Charles Starkweather and his accomplice were rolled up by the police. I think they took them alive. I think they took them both alive. It's nice to see you in here. I am, of course, your host, Rogan. Thanks. I'm a little scruffy. I'm a little rough today. I did not brush my hair this morning, and so it's actually sitting sort of normal and not pointing up the way it's supposed to, or up and back, or whatever it is it normally does. It ain't doing it. I apologize for being less than my normal iconic self. I'm out here farming aura of the landscape, both physical and psychological, of course. The enemies coming at me the way they are is by a sort of transitive inverted property of magical mechanics making me heroic. I didn't want to be heroic. I just wanted my cats and daughters to be safe. I wanted somewhere to do my little live streams where I read Lord of the Rings and play guitar and stuff. Maybe go out and have a beer every now and then. Hi, Sherry. How are you? Boy, that puttering noise is really ominous, but it's the pavement. I can see it. It's like got a ripple in it. Woof. Yeah. I got to be real careful showing anything now, of course. After yesterday's incident. More important, how are you? Well, I mean, thanks for asking. T-34, it sounds like a T-34. It kind of does. That like rattling noise sounds like the treads. There's a weird ripple in the pavement. It's what's causing that rhythmic noise. It sounds like train like. It does sound like the treads on a tank. My right eye is going quickly. My right eye was trying to have a cataract before, and now it just hurts and it's bleary and it's drifting off to the side. It's not working right. Hi, Aaron. How are you? I'm real tired, but I hit a second wind. Every day I hit a second wind in the mid-afternoon like this, and well, it happened again today, though. I felt real... Hi, Rip Dog. How are you? I felt real tired before that. I did stop and take a nap. Now, like, a nap means I closed my eyes for 5 minutes. You had surgery, Sherry? You doing all right? It's funny how often people come in here who just had surgery or who are about to, because you're, like, in a hospital. So, like, fooling around on your phone. Yeah, I'm going to turn the camera off again in a minute. I mean, I guess the Badlands... This is a little greener. Maybe it's the time of year. You missed some good stuff, Maple Syrup. Oh, you missed the part where I got busted for weed. Cataract surgery. Yeah, I thought that's what you meant. Yeah. It took me a second to realize that. I mean, I don't have insurance, so I can't get surgery. I can't get my teeth fixed. I can't. And I have AS, so I'm going to be going blind anyway. You know, I don't know how much longer my eyes are going to work at all. I mean, I don't talk about it much. Hey, Henry, how are you? Like, I got bigger problems. Sludgy, how are you? I stopped earlier. I'm knocking my engine. No, that's actually the pavement. There's a ripple in the pavement along this stretch. It sounds like the engine's knocking or like something, but it's nerve-wracking, but I can see it. So, like, I commented a couple times on that Funky Mead video. Faust is over there saying I wouldn't let them comment. That I block anyone who tries to argue with me on in my chat. I hear you got a muffler. Yeah, it's in the trunk. It's in the trunk. I got a muffler in the trunk. It's just not attached. Rest area 1 mile. Next rest area 54 miles. Well, I better take a leak while I can. I got 3/4 of a tank of gas. I'd tell you where I am, but I'm not going to do that anymore. Fucking insane. I mean, It's so wide open out here that I saw a sign that said rest area 1 mile. Yeah, I can see the rest area. Like, I'm not gonna stop and mess with the camera right now, but it's like there's one building for like 1,000 miles, and it's the rest area. Like, yeah, it's right there. I'll show you here. Look, there it is. Yeah, I mean, yeah, might as well rest here. Like, I'm scared to not stop. Like, there could be a. It seems like. So at the last rest area, yeah, a couple of hours ago, I closed my eyes for 5 minutes, listened to music for a while. I caught a second wind. I thought I'd come back in here for a minute while I. All right. Do we have a picnic table over here? We do. I don't want to stop for anything, but I feel like I should get out the guitar and play my Badlands song while I'm in the Badlands. I guess there's no need for representational gestures. We all know what I love. I'm gonna go take a leak. Ooh. Look at this. There's just nothing out here. You can look at the map and you can see how much nothing there is out here. It's spooky. I'm in Indian country. I'm somewhere on some kind of reservation. Oh, I see. That Faust guy showed me a video of him taking a chat and it not showing up on our side. How? So he must be hidden. He's not, though. I mean, it's not. Someone must have hidden him. It's not under the name Faust, then, Sludgy. I showed you. Like, I searched Faust and saw the video proof of him commenting. He's not blocked, though. I mean, what's his name? It's not Faust. I'm not gonna unblock everyone again, just for this. I saw the video and it wasn't edited or fake, so what is his name? He was banned over here because he was saying personal information about the kids under that Jace name. Oh, is that who that is? Yeah, we can't have him in here. Yeah, that guy was doxing the kids, threatening their parents. He was... Hold on a second, let me wash my hands real quick. He was threatening to call Jelly's dead father. That guy's a real scumbag. Jace is a different account. If it's the same guy, he's a real scumbag. We can't have people... You're blocked. Why would you be blocked? Doris Sandbag, pardon me. He uses both accounts. Okay, like we can't have him in here. If he's blocked under that name, the name is Jet. He's blocked under Jet, Jet. If it's the same guy, we can't have him in here. He kept making fun of Jelly and talking about her dead father. It was really shitty. It was a really shitty way to behave and also a little bit dangerous. Like, he's literally attacking the kids. So he told me he shares that account with another guy. What is that? Yeah, he can't comment on my videos because he was trying to out personal information about the girls. Then he started going off about how he'd found my arrest record from the 90s. Yeah, why would he share his account with somebody else? What are you talking about? Is it his mom's account? But it wouldn't make sense for the Faust account to be blocked if the other account is blocked. Well, if he's got two different... Yeah, I mean, if that's the same guy, he's not... I mean, you can change the name that's visible, right? It can say Faust in the... It can say Faust, but he's under that. Like, he can change the @ so it says Faust. But, Tia. I don't know, but, like, He shares it with his tech guy that looks everyone up or something. Yeah, these people are not earnest, honest actors who actually care about the people involved. Like, no, I saw that it was 2 separate accounts because he commented under my video with both. I mean, I don't know how that... Did you get rid of your friend? I don't know what that means. Hold on, wait. I don't know. If he's not that Jace guy, he can come in here and talk. If he is that Jace guy, he has made himself a nuisance in a really vicious way. You don't attack 12-year-olds and threaten their dead parents. It's really sick. So, like, I wouldn't talk to... If that's that guy, like, don't deal with him. He's not a good guy. The one that was accused of bad behavior. The lady, what lady? When did that happen? Like a 2.5, 3 weeks ago? Something like that. I had to kick him out twice. It's before the road trip arc, so yeah, it's definitely before the road trip arc. It's in the stuff that's privated now. I was privating everything day by day because this other channel, Salted Slug, was doing what HP... I did unban everyone, and then when I saw him again, I banned him again. He did turn up at one point and I blocked him. I mean, he's definitely blocked. That Jace guy is definitely blocked. Hey, Jake, how are you? All right, I'm going to turn the camera off for a while, guys. I don't want anyone to worry about my driving. It's much easier for me to drive with the... Shut my computer so I'll run the battery down. Yeah, that guy just was a creep about the girls. Like, that's a hard line. Like, anyone after police dude for being mentally wobbly and really upset him. I mean, it's not... Like, the age of the girls doesn't really matter. The vulnerability does. They're vulnerable to certain kinds of abuse and attack. I don't see how he would have edited the video of him typing under the Faust account because I mean, I don't know, man. It's not... that nobody under the name Faust is blocked from my page. That's not the name. I mean, I can show you again. I'm driving now, but I showed it last night. I mean, I probably didn't show it well enough to really prove anything, actually. He deleted the video? I don't know, man. That guy's creepy and sneaky. And he's an op. He's not like an earnest operator. He's not trying to be helpful or useful or figure out what's going on. He's not a detective. Even a privately concerned citizen kind of detective. He's just involving himself in this because he considers me an enemy because I refused to kick Jelly out of my chat. And even aside from like, he's like, you got to kick the kids out of your chat or I'm going to get you in trouble. He was one of those guys that come into the live stream intermittently who just want to have an issue with anyone else who comments regularly in the chat until there's nobody else in the chat. John Porky had a streak of that. He was mostly focused on people who he's apparently Russian, yeah. He's not only Russian, Sludgy, he claims to be related to Madame Blavatsky, the famous mystic and occultist who wrote The Secret Doctrine. She was really brilliant, and he looks just like her. Like, so... how much dollars to get to New York? Is my comment pinned still? Why is it trying to show me a quiz? There it is. Probably 200 more. Yeah, I think I'm there on 200 more. Maybe 250. I'm trying to factor in one more hotel room, though. Like if I go until midnight, then what I got left tomorrow is like 16 hours. There's no way I'm breaking it up with another hotel room if it's like that. But I'm fucking battered. I'm not sure me and the cats can take it without a hotel room one more time. I've got 160 right now and an almost full tank of gas. It has been about $12 an hour to run the fucking gas tank. So I had 26 hours left. So say 320. I needed 320 in gas. I'm rounding up a little bit. Let's say I needed 320 in gas and I had 240. So another 80. Yeah, 200. I was right. Another 200. I may not be far from a reservation you lived on. Hey, all creatures. I mean, obviously, I'm not revealing my location. I'm going through Indian country. Did you see HB Chit Chat made a video about you threatening? Yeah, I don't think I threatened her. I almost commented on that. But I'm not sure who I threatened. Like, I mean, I'm going to pin you down and skull fuck you is not a credible threat. I shouldn't have said it. I certainly would not threaten that ogre. Good Lord. Like anybody who's played Dungeons and Dragons can tell you massacring kobolds is not worth many points. You'll leave them alone. I mean, the HP Chit Chat attack channel is fine. They're just like, I just wish they wouldn't tell these horrible lies while they're clip chimping me. Like, go ahead and go through every stream and try to make me look bad and rant in your retarded redneck voice about me. Salted Slug, yeah, because I stopped privating everything, Sludgy. Salted Slug is the reason I started privating every stream. They were attacking me and attacking me. And they were dragging other people into it. I don't think I'm going to private any streams anymore. I'm just going to be a little bit more careful about who's here and why. Like, this is why people shouldn't marry their cousins. Yeah, I mean, yeah. But yeah, if you guys want to help with the road trip, I think a total of $250 is going to get me there. I can't believe how much fucking money this has cost. And the PayPal link is there. I got a Cash App link too. I got Venmo. I got Zelle now. And still no video from Froto. That's just that same person there's a stay away order against with the LOLs. It's always the same. They talk the same way. And then when they start getting upset, they start using Southernisms like y'all. Like, it's that same person, and there's already a stay away order. They're hiding behind a pseudonym. Alex Gray said he grabbed their IP. He has poor Wi-Fi in the Shire. It's a proud foot. Hello. It's been 12 hours. It was just lies. These people lie and lie and lie and lie, and they lie like children, Sludge. But then again, these people in Mississippi are real dumb. They operate like children. It's not like dealing with adults. It's really not like dealing with adults. This whole lie. Yeah, I don't. It's so weird and so malicious and so purposely malicious. There's no money in it. there's nothing in it except people getting hurt and like maybe pets. Like, it's really, really monstrous. I just don't even, I don't know. I gotta not think about it too hard, or it's just gonna. It's just gonna hurt my feelings. You're smart to leave there. I mean, they really, the cats were gonna get killed. I mean, that was the clearly they were. If I got another job, and they were trying to make it impossible for me to get another job, and I kept getting fired, and I kept getting ghosted by people who would hire me, and then they would call around, and then they'd find out this was going on, and they'd just ghost me, and then act like I was some kind of pervert or reprobate when I came in the store. It's horrible. When it first started happening, I didn't even know that what was happening because there hadn't been public posts yet. The person who started this started it on their Facebook page with posts set to private. And then, like, I can't see their Facebook page, and I can't tell you who it is, but the Google machine, if you Google them, and it shows like where they've used their Facebook page to do this to other people. Where are you at now? I can't tell you, Jess, because of the thing with the cops yesterday. I'm still in Wyoming. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna have to be real careful and cagey about where I am. Why so many people troll this channel? There are specific enemies who aren't just trolls. They're out of Mississippi and they're vicious, and it's a coordinated campaign of harassment. I should take the Judge Matt. There's a civil lawsuit in this, a huge civil lawsuit in this. The person who started this, their mom's got a rich boyfriend with deep pockets and big-time lawyers coming at them like that, and families involved. Both my daughters are going to end up dragged deeper into this shit. It's bad enough that Red had one of her flip outs on. I really hoped she wouldn't ever do that again. I really hoped. She never made accusations like this before, but she would always make whatever accusations she thought would be plausible to, you know, she'd make stuff up to the police, the neighbors, the landlord. But not like this. Because somebody else made it up first this time. It's really pretty out there. I should put this phone on this thing. Wonder. Let me see if I can get this to sit in that. Hold on. No? There we go. Hold on. Sorta. It's not as, I mean, but this is like, I'm not sure how much I should do this, because then you can kind of see where I am. Like, this would have busted me on the crossing over into Wyoming thing. But I've got the other phone, so I can look at the comments. I can engage in the chat. And at least it's not just blank screen. I love how the Android phone always wants to open the Metro homepage, no matter what I'm fucking doing. Oh, why is it doing that? What? That's great. There we go. There we go. Can I? What the fuck, dude? The chat's not working on my other phone because of the way it's formatting the page. Wasn't doing this before. Can you not do this now? No, of course. Of course not. It's not letting me see the chat. I don't know why. All right, now, oh, there it is. You Can't get IP from a YouTube comment. I mean, yeah, it's going to be a VPN, most likely. Yeah, there's no need to let Frodo go on and on. I mean, yeah. Hold on. Yeah, it's not. I mean, it doesn't matter right now, but a sign that we just passed gave away my exact location. So, yeah, it's just gonna have to be camera off, you guys, most of the time, unless I have complete control of it. I can point it at the landscape for a second every now and then. We can't have any more run-ins with police. I mean, at least, like, who does that? Who calls the police to try to get you arrested for, I mean, and at the same time, you've got the police on me. Now twice the police have dealt with me on camera, and once they told Red, the FBI were already looking at me, meaning they told us not to arrest him. The FBI, we called, and they were like, yeah, let him go. We got eyes on him already. You don't need to worry about her allegations. Like, it's like dealing with children. They don't seem to understand the magnitude of what they're trying to do to me. And then I don't even know where my VPN says I'm at. You got pulled. I think it changes all the time. Yeah, they do. That's how VPNs work, right? It just keeps changing it. Unless you... I mean, I don't have any reason to... My life is an open book. Like, I live in public. Like, I don't believe in privacy. I normally don't lock my doors. I just, like, anybody can have access to me all the time. In any sense. Like, you never know when somebody needs you. Yeah, the weird thing where they keep being obsessed with, like, there being underage girls hanging out in the chat. For one thing, they don't care about the boys. Have you noticed that? Like, there's just as many underage male fans. They aren't yelling about how young, oh yeah, I got busted for weed last night. Yeah, the stream is still up, Game and Build. I think I called it Drug Dogs with an exclamation point. Yeah, I mean, they're watching right now for a chance to lie to police to get me pulled over. Like, they were saying I was smoking weed in my tobacco pipe. It's just like, it's a coincidence I had weed in the car. I wasn't smoking weed while I was driving. I mean, it's not a coincidence. I always smoke weed, but I wasn't smoking weed yesterday. I'm trying not to smoke at all now. I'm trying to just switch to gummies and then give up tobacco entirely. It's a little... Yeah, like, now I'm really addicted to tobacco again, so... Where I'm going is out in the country. Maybe I won't have tobacco easy access. I'll have to... I can't believe how much the gas is costing for this trip. It's a little insane. Did they take your tobacco pipe? No, I still have the super cool tobacco pipe, Jess. That watchers and callers, yeah, sludgy. That's what they do. They wanted me in Mississippi to understand that they are an organized cabal, and they will make sure that you cannot live anywhere, you cannot work anywhere, and that you're physically threatened if you try to go into a public bar or restaurant in any of the places where these people hang out. You'll get beaten up, hospitalized. They'll lie about you starting it. My understanding is they usually target people who are not white, hanging out at the bar where the white kids hang out. But I don't know. That's just something Red said, and she's like obsessed with race being part of everything. She's always like, they're doing it because you're not white. And I'm always like, I am kind of white. Why did they decide to target me? I can't talk about that in public. Because of the stay away order. Do you have my email address or my phone number, Sludgy? Have we had a private conversation? I'm not sure. Hey, Clarence, how are you? I can tell you more about what's going on. Why do you keep telling people where you're going on live? Because my life is a public, like, I'm sharing the road trip with the people funding it. Everybody loves watching me do this traveling. Let me know and I'll dox my email address or phone number whenever you're ready to write it down, Sludgy. I mean, they've got my phone number. They're fucking up my phone number for days. So the second phone is so I can get rid of the phone number. You sent me a request on Discord. Oh my God, I never check into Discord. Okay, I got to remember whenever I land somewhere again. Yeah, I cracking those kids. They want to do like a gaming collab, and so they're my Discord friends now. I don't even know Discord. I find Discord so orienting. I can't tell who. You'll never outrun these people if you keep telling them where you're headed. I'm not planning to outrun anyone. Where's this narrative coming from that I'm running? I left Mississippi because of these people. They managed to upset Love Hello enough that she doesn't want them around. Her husband's very ill. She doesn't need the headache. If you have a stay away order, I have a stay away order against them. It's not, the stay away order is I'm not allowed to mention them in social posts. I'm not allowed to mention them by name in public. Nobody can prevent, like, it's not like you can't ever mention this person. That's not how that works. Like, I would get a lawyer to help with this, but, well, I'm enjoined to silence. Like, no. Sus. Yeah, this whole thing is very sus. Wee Davy Glasgow. Yes. Yeah, I would very much like to be showing you guys the road right now, so you can keep seeing where I am. It's fun. I like it when my fans can plot to hook up with me. That's fun. I keep missing people by a couple hundred miles. People keep being apprised of where I am after I drove by. But, like, yeah, they were using social media posts to kickstart this whole thing. And then they pretended that I was harassing them while they were stalking me. Like, they kept coming in my chat. And then they filed for an order to keep me from mentioning them, when I'd already said I privated the streams where their name was mentioned, and I'd stopped mentioning them. And I went to court and I was like, can we have the stay away order be mutual, so that they will stop harassing me? But they have come back under the name Froto and under the name Mailer Soon. It's the same person. Or at least, I'll be surprised if it wasn't. I'd be very surprised if it was not. Where can I find their names? You can't. I mean, please don't. Please don't. This is a mentally ill person who doesn't. Because cops in Mississippi can't handle this shit last night, but my chat doesn't replay. If you can prove it's them, can't you take legal action? Yes, but I need cops and lawyers to actually help me, Sludgy. In Mississippi, no lawyer would help me. They were scared. He ignores you. Aaron shows you again no gratitude. Doesn't even say hello to you. What are you talking? JJ, I'm driving a car. I'm missing some of the comments. What is wrong with you? Why do you keep coming in here pretending somehow I'm ungrateful for the people who are helping me? Are you kidding? I don't think HP Chit Chat would get you that, Sludgy. HP Chit Chat might know some of these people in Mississippi, but it's just separate. Coming to your nephew's restaurant in Mexico, Hector. I'm going to New York, but thank you. I'm in Wyoming right now, and I'm on my way to New York. That would be awesome, but I'm not going to Mexico. Thank you. I've been on the road driving. Hey, Aaron. I have a hard time believing the police are afraid of some woke idiots. Darth, you see what they're doing to me. In Mississippi, they were stalking me everywhere that I went. Anywhere that I, anywhere that I tried to work, anywhere I tried to hang out. They called me a rapist and a pedophile. They would call anywhere that I appeared and tell them I'm a rapist and a pedophile. Strangers in public places were trying to beat me up because of this. So you picture, you are a cop. You are a detective ranked cop like Detective Mitchum, who said he would help me and then ghosted me. Or any one of the, I think 4 lawyers actually ghosted me. I keep exaggerating. But as soon as these people find out the lawyer is helping me, they come at them with this. It's a small Mississippi town. As soon as they start calling someone a pedophile, that person loses their job. Nobody will deal with them. They can't go anywhere. Nobody will deal with them. Their family will probably abandon them. It has happened. Well, I mean, Dante, the problem is everybody who's white in Mississippi is a fucking pussy with nothing in their fucking spine. The people doing this are garbage, and the people who wouldn't defend me are garbage. The lawyers, the cops. Come on. Yeah, what are you talking about humility? It seems like you think you're really important, JJ. They used to lynch people down there. Yeah, Nate Stevens, and that's what I was getting dozens of death threats every night. Watch your back, don't go out. We know when you leave the house. Every time I left and live streamed anywhere else, they were like, we're coming for you. My nerves were gonna snap. And then Red told me, they ran Red out of town before they ran me out of town. Same thing, they called her a rapist and a pedophile. She ended up homeless in the woods. Then she had to get bailed out to Ithaca by friends. And when she told me in that stream that HB clipped from, they'd killed, no, it was the second night. Because the second night Red was on, I privated that one because she named a bunch of these people. And I don't know how accurate, like she just named all of her perceived enemies in Hattiesburg and gave their full names. So I don't know whether they're involved in this shit. And I don't, I don't want, nobody should be mentioning anyone's full names like that. Like, we're not doing that. What part of Mississippi were you coming from? Hattiesburg. Aaron went above and beyond. 2, I would have 2. You could now. You could go above and beyond now. You still haven't told me how I have failed to be gracious and showed gratitude. Take your gang down there and see what it's all about. These people hang out at a bar called The Tavern on Hardy Street in Hattiesburg. One of the places they got me fired from was the Crescent City Grill. They got me banned from Hub City Beers. I gave up after the Tavern incident. I got physically attacked at the End Zone too, the 4th Street bar. They behave like a cult, Clarence. Yeah, and I don't know how many people are involved. The police told me that there's a group of them, and they believe the person in charge of the conspiracy is, according to Detective Mitchum, the Hattiesburg police believe them to be bipolar and unmedicated, and told me he was sorry they couldn't do more. That there's nothing. He was really sorry I didn't stand my ground at the Tavern because these people keep beating people to within an inch of their life at the Tavern and then claiming they somehow started it as the victim is carried off to the hospital. Society is giving people a huge hack to terrorize people they shouldn't be able to terrorize. Yeah. Biggest donor at $500, never even mentioned. If somebody sent me $500, I wouldn't mention it. I wouldn't want people to come at them begging them for money. It has happened several times. We don't drag the names of the big donors out into the stream. They wouldn't want people knowing that. Then they might have 6 people in the stream begging them for money. Thanks, Sludgy. I don't even know what that's about. We're supposed to laugh at people like that. Yeah, when they call the bar and say, yeah, this totally normal person with no record who walked in as a rapist and a pedophile and we all think so, you say, get fucked. That's that's our customer. Hey, QK, how are you? There's specifically, more than 500. There's 3 people specifically who've helped that much. If you're hanging out in here, you can figure out who they are. But yeah, nobody, in fact, it definitely happened to one of them. One of them was offering help on that scale in here, and then at least one other person in here came at them begging them for money because they were in trouble. I mean, it is what it is. I'm sure that they were actually needy and needed the money in some sense, but that's not, I'm getting tired of them complaining. Yeah, I don't know it. I mean, $100 is far from nothing here. I thought I was pretty grateful. I don't know. I don't know. Also, JJ dropped that $100 right in the middle of that debacle in Portland. Several people gave 50 or 100 right then to make sure I got that hotel room for me and the cats. But then Love Hello came in and rescued me for real. And Love Hello has caught a lot of hell for trying to help me. Like, these enemies are coming. That's why I don't have the place in Ashtabula. Like, she wouldn't want anyone to think less of her for it. She's a really good person. She's helped me as much as she can. She doesn't need these people coming at her about who's working for her, who she's helping. Her husband's really ill. Really, really ill. He had a heart transplant. She needs to focus on her family. Like, really. It's not just like some bullshit. Having me there, like, I'm obviously a trouble magnet. Like, she can't. And where I'm going now, guy I'm going to stay with now is not a live streamer. People trying to start shit. Like, donated $100, but wanting someone to dance and stroke your ego every time you come in because you helped previously is wild. It's weird. They just kept saying I lack gratitude and humility, and I definitely lack humility. I don't know how to project humility. I mean, you can get moments. I'll get teary-eyed and thank you for sure, but like, I think I seem pretty grateful. I don't know. I'm still alive and rolling. I'm not talking about hurting. I mean, Noodles came in this morning and I promised her I'm not going to talk about hurting myself anymore. If anybody catches me trying to talk about suicide, remind me. I told the kid, if she's good, I'm good. Neither of us is going to hurt ourselves. So, like, of course, she's not going to be here for a week or two. Shit. I don't understand what that is about. I gave 100 and I have more, but I want to complain. Like, they wouldn't tell me what hoops I was supposed to jump through. There's also, like, the 3 people, Knox, how are you? Who've come in here and really rescued me, who've given $500 or more. Like, these, I was on my right, I would show you, but I'm busy because I'm locked in. Is that pigs? There's big pigs, Snorful in the, well, that's very cute. You're all going to die. Run, little piglet, run. I want to help you. I want to help more, but you don't show enough toes. I was going to make that joke, actually. Like, do you need me to wiggle my toes? You know what really disturbs me about this? Also, one of the things that disturbs me. Knox, weren't you in that stream and got kicked out? Or either that one where it was the Nick Cave lyrics. But they dropped an age restriction on my video live in real time because of what was going on in the live stream. I can't set that. I don't have that option. Like, I can't tell it nobody under whatever that age limit is, 15 or 16. Thanks to the heroes who I barely acknowledge. Yes, because I don't want them. I mean, am I being unclear? They don't want to be acknowledged to that extent. Which stream? Okay, wait a second. What was I just talking about? The stream where, okay, there's 2 streams where they dropped an age restriction on me and kicked people out. You got kicked by the age restriction a lot. Were you in both of them? I swear it's only happened twice. One was the Nick Cave lyrics to Stagger Lee. And then the other one was when I wiggled my toes and somebody said it was sexy, and then boom, there was an age restriction. Kicked by you? No. No, I mean when that age restriction dropped and suddenly you were shut out of the stream. Sophie got kicked. I thought it was you. Oh yeah, because you were out of town. Shouldn't have underage people in your chats anyway. There's no way to control it. That's what I'm saying. People come in and they make representations. Yeah, maybe the people who donate are doing it to help. Yeah, I mean, it's... Yeah, Q-Game. Yeah, it's actually, I'm a worthy cause. And there's, like, you can actually see me spend the money in real time on pulling things together here. Like, it's not... She wanted a badge. I mean, she can have a badge. I don't have... Like, my paywalled content is all screwed up right now because I have all the lives privated because of these attack channels. I need to... I gotta be able to edit out people's names and stuff myself, and I haven't learned to do it. Yeah, cute. If I send something, I need one whispered thanks and then don't talk to me. Yeah, and I mean, I guess person to person, like when somebody does me a real favor, the money doesn't matter as much as the timing of the, like, the value of the favor is more than the dollar value. And if I live long enough, I have a chance. You got a Dairy Queen Dragon Fruit Lemonade Sparkler? I think I tried one of those because I couldn't resist it. Am I remembering right? There's a bunch of cool fruity drinks at all the fast food places right now. Maybe it was one at McDonald's. It was at McDonald's. Because it's summer, they have all these lines of fruity summer drinks. I keep seeing Dairy Queens out here, and I've been reflexively, I'm just trying to be cheap on the food, and so I keep only eating at McDonald's and Burger King, which is dumb, because Dairy Queen also has like a $5 hamburger, I'm sure. Yeah, the hamburgers at Dairy Queen are awesome. I've had like really memorable experiences with hamburgers at Dairy Queen. But for a while, I never saw them. I guess they aren't in New England. Just seen the potato and lamp incident in Clarence where I forgot to unplug it, and then I flipped out at my chat. Motherfuckers, why did you tell me to shove a potato up this lamp? Now I gotta rinse it off in the sink. I don't mind being clip-chimped and lolcowed. Like, if I thought I was less than ridiculous... I mean, part of what makes me entertaining is that I will allow myself to be as ridiculous as I actually am. I'm not trying to, like, pretend to be cooler than... Too cool to be schooled by circumstance. I mean, I would show you the landscape again. I was crying laughing to see it smoking, yeah. That was pretty funny, Man, this morning I had the sense to not go live while I was getting my shit together in the morning. There's like a 45-minute or an hour stretch where I am a dumb fuck and in a bad mood every morning. I'm just not a morning person. Yeah, no. HP Chit Chat's not a problem, you guys. Like, that kind of clip chimping, I wish somebody would explain to her, do not put hashtag missing children on this. What are you doing? There are no missing or exploited children here. You're talking about a few teens and teenagers hanging out in a live stream chat where I try not to swear when they're around. Like, that's really, that's happening everywhere, all across the YouTubes, every live streaming platform. And one of the reasons I haven't gone multi-platform out of YouTube is the way that other platforms seem seem more. They seem more like this is sort of a restrained and kind of grown up oriented space for live streaming. I'm surprised Crack live streams here actually. Oh, he multi streams though. It's just one of the places where he is. I think he's got more traction on. I don't know. He's got that thing going on where there's multiple chats on his screen. I did sign up for StreamYard, but then I didn't go ahead and pay for it and start because you have to sign up for each platform like that you start live streaming on. It's like, fuck, man, it's so much work. And I mean, I really, like, I don't need to build an empire. If in the end this entire endeavor makes $10,000 a year, then that's enough to pay for me to work part. Like, I love working in restaurants. I love restaurant work. QK, potato is how you get a broken bulb out of a lamp. I couldn't make it work, QK, because the bulb was broken off right at the edge of the metal part. So like I was about to go get needle nose pliers. So Zoe knocked over a lamp in the hotel room, smashed the light bulb right where the metal is. Broke it off, actually. It's weird. It broke off in one piece. It was an expensive light bulb. So I was going to go to the Walmart and get needle nose pliers so that I could rotate the thing out of it. And then like 4 people in my chat were like, no, you can do that with a potato. Thinking there was more, like if there was any broken glass sticking up out of it at all, I would have got it with my fingers. Like, but yeah. So then I brought the potato and I couldn't make it work. And then I started yelling at my chat and the lamp was still plugged in. So I forgot to unplug it before I shoved the potato into it. So smoke started coming off of it. And then while I was yelling at the chat, I had to like put the top of the lamp in the sink and rinse all the potato off of it. I did look a little bit the fool. Just a little bit. I really shouldn't. I shouldn't go live first thing. That's it. I gotta wait until life kicks in. The first round of caffeine kicks in. If all the backstory to your live was the backstory to a TV series, I'd give it a shot. I know. Well, I hate it that the old lives are privated now, Nate. I had them set at the $9.99 tier, and then that Salted Slug character was one of the subscribers and started stealing clips, and they were making other people look bad, not just me. It's okay if it's just me. And now I'm being a lot more careful about what happens in here, what goes on here. Like, I'm making sure nobody's gonna be in a position where that will injure them. A Rogan, hey Skyfalls, how are you? Somebody needs to make a documentary. That new channel covering me, doing a multi-part series, that 8-minute video they posted is pretty good. I mean, they are attacking me, but they're not being unreasonable. They're acting like I'm more of a predator than I am, but they're looking at the actual facts. They're basically, that video is mostly about how weird it is that I have Sophie and Jelly hanging out in a Google chat so you can hear their voices on live stream. And I decided it was weird too. Like, we aren't doing that anymore. Unfortunately, like, the girls liked hanging out in the live chat on the stream, and the audience liked it. The numbers were good while that was going on. I think we did that twice. Because one of them, Police Dude, was in, but he wasn't in the one that, it must be privated. The one that they're in, I mean, the reason they were in that Google chat was because Red was there. And so they wanted to ask Red questions live in real time. What channel was that? The new one with the new video is called Funky Mead. And it's like, yeah, you said like it's way too messy to actually cover. They're doing a pretty good job. They're like, it's pretty minimalist editing, but they're being smart about the narrative structure. Like, it starts with me and Red having, like, Red is yelling accusations at me while I'm snapping at her to stop. Then it goes to me in the hospital with the heart incident. And then it backs up to show Sophie and Jelly hanging out with Red in the chat. And then it's like next in part 2. I commented over there. Knox commented over there. Yeah, I'm trying to hand them editor status so that they can, because if somebody will be ethical about taking out names and stuff, they can have access to all my live streams. They can have access to my private chats and stuff. Like, I consider this a public endeavor. So even when I have private conversations with anyone, It's not private. When I talk to Jelly in a DM or Sophie, it's for the stream, it's for the channel, so it's not actually private. Like, anyone's welcome to look at it, except that there's personal information there that needs to be not doxed. I mean, Knox also, Knox, like, I think the only emails we exchanged were about, like, trying to get email addresses to get people into the group chat. Oh, wow. I'm gonna take more caffeine. I didn't realize how late it was getting. It's crazy that this audience is now interested enough that there's 20 or 30 people in here while I'm just driving with the camera off. That's nuts. Thanks for being here, guys. It's a shame you're here for the drama and not for the, like, reading Tolkien late at night. But you go to war with the army you have. It turns out that I'm actually Batman Skyfalls. Aaron, what's up? Yeah, and I can't explain a big parts of the backstory also, because I have not had legal advice yet following the stay away order. I went to, I think, 4 different lawyers in Hattiesburg to try to talk to them about this, and 2 of them had a conversation with me and ghosted me. One place, I stalked their secretary until she finally gave me a referral to another guy who also ghosted me. And by then I realized the lawyers are scared. They don't want these ops coming at them. And they don't want the ops calling every restaurant they try to eat out at and saying they're a pedophile. So they're not going to help me. And then I realized this is what happened to black men in the 50s and 60s. And that's why the FBI had to come into Mississippi and roll it up. Like that's the exact same pattern of behavior. The stalkers and the mob mentality is because they're dipshit mental children, and the lawyers and cops being scared to help is because they're dipshits and mental children. None of them will just stand up and be a man or a woman. They're not being normal human adults. I'm gonna be really happy to get out of this drama arc and get back to, like, just hanging out and trying to give good advice to young people and play guitar and sing and read books. Like, doing my best to do something good. I don't know. There's a big field of something on my right that's really pretty, but it's too late. I'm passing it. I'll show you what it is. That's really weird. Hold on. Check this out. Look. The flatbed has a truck on it with a flatbed that has a tractor on it. Who does that? This maniac. All Pro Towing Repair. Is that some kind of advertisement? We all miss your singing live streams. Yeah, Skyfalls. What, 3 more days? Even at the worst. Unless car trouble stops me. I think it's gonna be 2 days, like today and tomorrow. But I don't know. I don't want to have to get another hotel room, but I think I'm really worried about the cats. Pyewack is just starting to act kind of sickly about this. They're holding their urine and not drinking fluids for 12 hours at a time. This has been going on for about 10 days. It isn't starting to impact their health yet, but it's definitely impacting their mental health. You got this in 2 days or less. Yep, Aaron. Yep. It's gotta be tough. political punk. Nice to see you. Always a pleasure. They don't like to be out while driving. It's not safe. They do, in fact, like to be out while driving, but it's not safe. They're not under that much stress until the last couple of days, Scott Falls. They're traveling absurdly well for cats. Cats usually get really freaked out about new places. Every other cat I've ever had, if you took them to a hotel room, they would just cower in a corner and hiss and yowl all night. They wouldn't be able to, like, use the litter box or eat for a day or two. What am I eating? A mushroom gummy to sharpen my wits. It's the only thing I'm taking for a stimulant other than caffeine. No, the vitamins. I'm taking like multivitamins like I'm taking 2 with every meal now. So, because I didn't get any vitamin B extra, which is normally, if I seem wired and like I'm on speed all the time, it's a little bit the mushroom gummies, a little bit caffeine, and a little bit vitamin B. Oh, and my nature. I guess I'm pretty, I'm amped up by nature. I think if I got dragged to 10 different hotel rooms while holding my piss for hours, I'd get used to it. They are, kind of. Pie gets done. Last night, no. The night before, after I got them out in the car for a minute, they were really upset. Are you sure you should say that about the mushroom gummies? I just took a little part of one. They're legal. Oh my God, what are you saying? They're not. Did they let you keep the mushroom gummies? Yeah, they're totally legal. Yeah. It's on the stream. You can see me talk about it to the cops. And then when the cop pulls the stuff out of the bag, I'm like, there's the mushroom gummies. And he looks at the package. And I said, it says on the package they're legal in all 50 states, which is true of a different brand. Actually, it's not true of the brand that I had yesterday, but they are. It is legal. In small doses, it's like a weird psychedelicized vitamin supplement. It's what I use for an antidepressant. I don't take enough of the stuff for it to make me high. But it's what keeps me cheerful. Like the reason I'm doing a good job of faking being cheerful right now, that's that mushroom stuff. All drugs should be legal if you're a grown adult and you're not hurting anyone. Yeah. There's a lot of grown adults who have no willpower in the face of some drugs. Of course, alcohol and tobacco are more pernicious and health impacting and they are at the top of the list. But I've seen crack, meth really mess people up. Heroin and other pain drugs people tend to be into for genuine physical and psychological reasons, and if they survive, they get over it and they figure out a way to clean up. And then they're just sort of sad and burned out and quiet in the second half of their lives. Like that's pretty standard for pain drugs. But stimulants, you watch the video. What did you think, Sludgy? Yeah, I was like wondering to myself, how is this guy happy on his live streams? I would have shot myself. Yeah. No, it's the mushroom stuff. I'm a complete mess when I'm not taking those. I'm just a complete mess. I just weep uncontrollably and beg God to kill me. It's what I do first thing in the morning anyway, and then I take a caffeine pill and part of one of those gummies and I straighten up. Microdosing, yeah, exactly, microdosing. Weak-minded people should not take hard drugs, correct. Yeah. When they, hey Sludgy, you're famous, the trolls made videos of your comments. What, really? It didn't prove I was much of anything, no. But Sludgy, they are starting to dig into the narrative and cut something together that tells a story from my live streams. And that's useful. That chit chat chick. I'm not watching her videos anymore. After she addressed me directly and was like, "Don't threaten me, bitch, please." Yeah. Any threat I make really means a lot over here. An unarmed guy who gets peaceful right after he screams threats every time. Relax, lady. Hi, Boris. How are you? So yeah, I'm not watching her videos anymore. Like, don't. Come on. Why are you trying to drag me into a one-on-one feud with you? I almost commented, and then I was like, yeah, I don't. Yeah, she dragged Sludgy into it. I mean, they're gonna attack anyone who tries to protect me. That's what they do. Now, but she's a good example of what I was talking about with the mob mentality. I don't think she has anything directly to do with the original harassers, like the cabal that the cops were talking about, that the lawyers are scared of. I think she just lives in the same small town and is like, oh, y'all are mobbing up somebody you want killed by a stochastic terrorist mob? I will also help. If only he were a Negro and we could lynch him with a rope like the old days. Obviously. Like, and that's what I mean. Like, it wasn't safe for me to be in Mississippi. It wasn't safe for my cats. Even if I could find another job, and they were getting me fired from everywhere that wanted to hire me. Like, every time I went to work, I would have to wonder if they burned the trailer down. And nobody would help me in any way while this was going on. I was in Mississippi from January to June, and I have 30 years of personal history there. And not one person would be my friend. 2 women from my past befriended me a little bit and helped out a little tiny bit. Like, they were scared to be my friend in public, though, generally. Yeah. Sylvia and Melissa, and both of them were real dodgy about being helpful and being my friend because of all this going on. But they're women who've been alone with me, so they know I'm not any kind of monster. Like, Sylvia was around all the time when I actually was a fuck up in my 20s with a young kid who came over to get babysat like 5 or 10 times. Mississippi Burning, the movie in real life, yeah, basically. The crickets, yeah. Snoop, I mean, if that's the quality of the attacks, like, let them attack. You're making it clear what you are. The thing where it's not like dealing with adults. Like, she's not operating with a full deck by normal adult standards outside Mississippi in a way that, like I said, it indicates a shallow gene pool. Like, if they thought I was a predator, why are you making fun of me like it's a joke? I don't... Good Lord. Please protect the community. What are you doing? It's really... I don't know. I don't want to get going again, repeating myself again. My stream's boring. You're safe till the sun goes down. That's when the witches come out. Well, I mean... Man, his physical appearance in here. Like, I shouldn't be ridiculing anyone's physical appearance, but she ain't right. Like, if aliens came to Earth and they saw people like that, they would be like, is that a slightly different subspecies of person? They do often look genetically damaged in Mississippi. The white people, they're the ones who've got a gene pool problem. And it isn't really hello there, you changed your YouTube PFP to Cracks Discord PFP. Cool. It isn't because they're inbred. It's because they sent all their best men off to war for 5 straight years until they were sending 14-year-olds to war. It left the gene pool stomped flat. These people aren't right. They're not right. Like, and the people I know in Mississippi who are right with very few exceptions, are also not right. They certainly wouldn't stand up to this. Like the guy who runs Hub City Beers, a retired cop who's in local politics, and he's teary-eyed while he's telling me he can't talk the women out of insisting he not let me live stream from his bar anymore. They sent 14-year-olds. What do you mean? To war. Yes, in the Civil War, yeah. No, it was like Germany during World War II. They were throwing their men into the grinder until they had no men left. Yeah. No, they do that every time a country is totally... They're probably having the same problem in the Ukraine right now. Like, all we got for soldiers is 16-year-olds. We're going to keep bumping the age down 3 months. That happens every time a country gets entirely chewed up by the war machine. That's, yeah. And then they all start starving, too. They don't have supply lines right. Which is... You know, we're overextended in the Strait of Hormuz right now, and we're having supply chain problems there right now. Yeah, we're overextended. Same kind of. We don't have that kind of overextension because we still have an entirely volunteer army. Yeah, no, that's what happens. But in Germany too, in World War II, the guys. My grandfather was in the D-Day landing. My grandfather was an old school Klan adjacent northern Mississippi white supremacist. But he went and fought the fascists in World War II. And he didn't talk about it much. But I did once hear him say, like somebody tried to get him going on the there was no Holocaust thing. And he said, I liberated one of those camps. He's like, everyone in Germany was starving like those victims. The people in the concentration camps only looked about 10 pounds underweight more than the soldiers. Everyone was starving in the whole country. And the soldiers by then were like 15 years old because they'd already killed all the grown men. All the German grown men were already dead by then, by 45. Yeah, he really did not like talking. My grandfather didn't. He didn't come home from the war okay. I was young, so I didn't really realize. And I was too young to have the smarts to insist on questioning him closely about this stuff. Can I add you on Discord after the stream? Somebody else was... I don't normally deal with Discord. Crack's friends are sort of dragging me back into Discord. Because I don't have a Roganautica Discord because I can't control the 21 plus spaces in there. I don't understand that Omar Mateen did nothing wrong. Who's Omar Mateen? Who is that? Dude, you're creeping up on my right. Are you going to pass me or what? Yeah, it's crazy how utterly featureless this landscape is. I'm just holding it steady on cruise control, which is the speed limit here. And every now and then I'm switching lanes. Oh shit, dude, hold on. Let me get back over. Yeah, I really want to show you guys exactly where I am, but of course... At this point, it's not entirely safe. Who's Omar Mateen? What does that mean? I'm gonna hide my camera again for a little while, guys. Omar Mateen was the guy who shot up the gay nightclub? Oh, but that was wrong. What are you talking about? You got a problem with queers? You're gonna shoot a bunch of strangers in a bar? Like, come on. You're in Florida right now. No. No, I hadn't been to Florida in a while, man. I think I left Florida at the beginning of this channel. Like, I started the channel to try to help with... Oh, I'm in Florida, wink, wink. Yeah. I'm in a safe place, okay? You don't worry about where I am, okay, Jerky? I'm in a safe fucking place, all right? If I can end this road trip safely for me and the cats, I'm never leaving Florida again. Everybody's got their cruise control on. So there's this thing going on where I forget, because I'm on the left, I just forget I was passing somebody, and then somebody slowly creeps up on my right and reminds me to get over and get out of their way. But it's like, there's like one car visible in front of me and one behind me. Like you can see, it's like about half a football field. There's one vehicle about every half a football field. And generally, like, people are going like a little bit faster than me, people passing. Go to Arizona to hang out with crack. Maybe next time I drive across the country. Next time I drive across the country, it'll probably be Arizona and Los Angeles. I mean, ideally what I'm going to do is spend like a year gathering myself, pulling together a better vehicle for traveling with the cats, like an RV or a van or something. How's Red doing? Red is doing awesome, Daddy Cricket. You always ask. Yeah, she's got a job. She got the job she wants. As I suspected, I think really, I don't know how much of her leaving Ithaca has to do with this, but Red, like me, is not comfortable working only the art stuff. Like, she gets unhinged. She's young and she's into weird hallucinogens. So she, like, having a day job keeps her locked into a schedule. I mean, I'm projecting a little bit. That was true of me at her age. Red got a job. Yes, Chad. She sent me a message because the trolls were coming in telling me she was in trouble and her new boyfriend was beating her up, and I asked her if she was okay, and she wrote back, I'm literally fine, LOL. Don't pay any attention to the trolls. I got the job I want. I start Monday. So, yeah. When you go to Arizona, oh my God, I can't write the address now. Well, who are you doxing? You? I can't write the address down. I'm in traffic behind a wheel. Thank you. Dude, somebody take that comment out before, like, the ops blow. You're gonna have people from Mississippi driving to your house or whatever they do. Is Red working at McDonald's? I'm sure not. I'm sure she's working at some bizarre hipster retail outfit that sells herbs or pornography or something. She's in Portland. No, hello, it's cool. Send me, if you're at Discord, send me a friend request at Discord and I'll accept it later. Probably FBI headquarters there. I'm sure they have, I'm not sure they have a field office in Ithaca. They probably have one in Albany or Buffalo. I mean, I'm sure they do. But I'm going to call them. Why would you do that? With the address? Oh, at that address, the FBI headquarters in Arizona? Yeah. I'm not anywhere near Arizona, so I'm definitely not going to stop by anytime soon. I mean, I'm going to show you guys the landscape for a minute. Check out how empty it is out here. Some troll said she was pregnant. Yeah, like she would know that. Like she. Oh, hey! Shredded tires on the road. Whoa, hey! I put the camera on the road just in time to dodge obstructions. That was kind of cool. Anyway, yeah, look at this. Look at that, and that vista opening up. That's really cool. But there's just nothing here. Nothing. It's really pretty. That looks like someone's house on the map, not an ice cream shop. Yeah, I was really into showing the whole road trip, and I've been doing the streams and showing where I'm driving like the whole time, but now I gotta be careful. I mean, I shouldn't be. Like, are the cracks on the windshield growing? No. I don't think HB Chit Chat is involved with the trolls. No, I think it's just organic. It does demonstrate, though, the quality of the attacks. Like, you're a grown-ass woman. What are you doing? with the hashtag missing children bullshit. What are you doing? Like, don't you realize there's real people at the other end of this thing? Do you not know? It's not, she doesn't have an adult understanding of what she's saying and doing. It's a restaurant. Eloy, Arizona. HB Chit Chat sleeps with the trolls. Like in The Godfather, sleeping with the fishes. Stop saying an address. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know whose addresses those are. Can somebody remove that comment? I mean, it's already there. I don't know. It's a restaurant. Okay, but yeah, there are real missing children out there, Sludgy. It's really, there is a major problem with human trafficking in the country and the world. And the media isn't dealing with it right. There really is like a cottage industry and predator hunters online that's doing the Lord's work. What, the SWAT? Somebody's getting swatted? Wow. Well, I wish I was there to live stream it. I actually would not want to live stream that going on. This is the problem with staying hydrated enough. I gotta take a leak again. I'm down to half a tank of gas again, too. I guess I should get gas while I'm looking at an exit that's got shit at it. I haven't been paying attention to how much money I have left. No, I have 160. I have 160, then minus whatever I spent here. I didn't count the food, so 150. 150 and change. The only food at this exit is an Arby's. That's so weird. 3 gas stations and the only fast food place is an Arby's. And then, yeah, all of these, there's a community center right here. For some reason, there isn't roadside commerce the right way over here. Like, am I still going to New York? Yes, John. Oh wow, those kids look like they're having fun. Really good looking redneck couple in their 20s on the back of a motorcycle together. Dude with like a bandana and a beard and a mustache and a good looking girlfriend. They are having fun. It's so nice out here. It's really, really, really nice out. Let's see. How are my kitties? Are you in there still? Yes. What about you, Pie Wacket? Are you in there still? I can tell from the weight of the bags. The cats are still in there. They're asleep. They're passed out. Home 6. I may not be in Wyoming anymore, actually. I'm not sure. Oh my God, I almost fell over. I've got road legs. My legs are just rubber. There's a door into the casino next to the bathroom doors. Really? What has happened to this country? I'm set back with the sound. Are you? How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm tired.
Oh yeah, long drive?
A little bit of a long drive. Let me get 20 on 6. Thank
Okay.
you.
Where are you headed to?
Ithaca, New York.
Oh, you got a ways to go.
Yeah, ways to go.
And what brought you out this way?
I was trying to move to Portland, Oregon from Ithaca, and it didn't work out, and now I am driving back. I've been on the road for, I think, 9 days.
No way! You got there and it wasn't what you thought it was going to be?
Yeah, it's a long story.
Yeah, oh my gosh, I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm almost home now. I'm just 20 hours away. All right, so she just said I'm in South Dakota, so I'm no longer in Wyoming. I'm gonna have to look at a map later and figure out how many states. I've been in, I think, 10 states so far that I've never been in before, driving back across the country, but this is a different route than I came in on. Like, I didn't go anywhere near the Dakotas on the way in. Or the Badlands of Wyoming. Why do the weirdos always want to hang out on Discord? Let's see. I washed the windshield at the last gas stop, so I don't think I need to. This is an utterly featureless landscape. There's just nothing here. Thanks for being here, guys. I am, of course, your host, the Roganautica. None other. There is another Rogan Marshall. Hey, Mr. Vancouver, how are ya? I think my nose is getting bigger on this trip. Mushrooms. Almost everyone I'm seeing out here on the road are families on vacation. People are into camping. A lot of kids, a lot of happy families. All right, girls. How are we doing? Can we put eyes on you? Are you in there? Hold on. I'm trying to put eyes on the cats when you can't actually see in there, right? Hold on. Oh my God, this Android phone, I'm just trying to see the fucking flashlight. Come on. What is this? Just, where is the... That's crazy. Stop. Settings. It's not even in settings. I just want the flashlight. It's not even there. Where's the pull down menu? There it is. What the fuck, dude? This is a hateful device. I just put a flashlight on my 2 sleeping cats to fuck with them. All right, there we go. How many more miles do you think? Let's see. $1,414 exactly. I'm making better time since I figured out the fucking cruise control. Like, I'm not sure why I had so much trouble with that. I'm not. And like, I was on stream when I was fucking with the controls, figured out how to work it, and then figured out it wasn't working. I don't know why it started working. Like, I must have been doing something wrong. Like, Occam's razor says I was fucking something up when I had eyes and hands on it. Hey, Diane, how are you? Android phone pull down on right side. Thank you. I did just figure that out. It's so weird. Um, all right, let me see. I have a little bit of tobacco left. I really need to quit smoking. Like when I bought that weed the cops took, I almost didn't buy it. Like I almost just bought gummies. And I wish I could play music while I'm live. At some point again, I'm gonna get a little tired. I'm gonna wanna roll in ominous silence for a while. So that is, did I say 20? I said 20. So I have 130 left. I have 130 left. Definitely do not have a hotel room. Definitely, okay. The good-looking couple I mentioned pulled up. Hold on. There they are. I'm not going to zoom them because that's weird, but that's the good-looking couple having a good time. Rednecks out on a bike. They look they look like fun people. All right. Should I put the Cash App link too? Well, is anyone about to use the Cash App link? I have the PayPal link there. Some people would rather use Cash App. Gas is $5 a gallon now. Yeah, Aaron, it went. I don't know how much money I've burned through on gas on this trip, but way too much. Like it's crazy. I keep undercalculating how much money I need by a couple $100s. Like I think I've said I need $300 more to get there every day, like so far. And I think I'm 500 ahead of that original 300, and I'm down to 120 again, or 130, whatever I just said. It's crazy. Please do not. 290, but which direction? Don't do that to me. Which direction? God damn it. All the hell. West 90. Where's east? All right. It makes sense over here. I am best not to keep track. I mean, I'll know how much it all costs when I'm done if I want to, because I can look at, Mr. Vancouver, do you guys wouldn't have gone to war for Israel and Iran also? How much do you believe Bibi was just going to pull out all the stops to do this at this time anyway? Because I think the timeline is Bibi's on the war in Iran. Let me turn off my camera. I mean, I blame Trump for a lot, but I don't know that. I mean, it's sad that he didn't keep us out of Iran. He said he was going to. That's sad. But I don't know. I think that's one of those American Party things. I think that's the pavement being uneven, by the way. Though it's making me nervous. Huh. Yeah, I guess I'm in South Dakota. I never saw a state line. Oh, okay, I'm right near it. I guess I shouldn't say that. I mean, Netanyahu would have gone to prison without the war. That's what I mean. Like, I think it was Netanyahu's timeline. And I mean, I don't know. I think all our machine politicians are owned by Israel. And it doesn't matter whether it's because they're a pedophile and they're sex tapes or just because they pay them. I mean, Biden seemed like he'd been paid by Israel for so long. He's genuinely committed. Oh my God, this is fucking gorgeous. Can you hold on? What am I crossing? Oh, right, into North Dakota. What is this? This is a river, right? It looks like the Shire over there. There's bridges across this river like I don't know where I am, but there's a lot going on here. back up to speed. Hold that like that for a minute. Hold on. Come on, little car. Hold on, I'm gonna turn my camera off again. There we go. But yeah, Trump is going to take the blame for getting us into Iran, of course. Largely because he swore up and like that was. I know a lot of people who voted for him this last time around who were like, yeah, he wasn't great the first time and he's full of shit and he's and everything, but he won't get us into war in Iran. Like that was really like, just like Trump would have been in prison right now if he didn't win the last election. Well, I mean, it's not the Democrats who did it. The Democrats let him go the first time. The Democrats had Republicans in their House blocking impeachment and prosecution in any meaningful way the first time. So anybody from a distance is like, okay, he's not really a traitor, obviously, or they didn't put him away. What you do with traitors is string them up. The so-called loyal opposition was way too loyal. They didn't, I mean, and then the Democrats, same thing. When it turned out that Biden was senile and in office and should be immediately taken out by a vote of the cabinet. He's just too ill, clearly, after that debate. They didn't do it. They wouldn't do it. They're so beholden to their money. I don't think they even understand that they're supposed to be running the country for the citizens. I don't think they even know. They all have to go. Republicans, Democrats, they all got to go. I mean, well, I think, yeah, they should have, like, as soon as it was clear that Biden was senile, and especially if they were going to not have a convention and just put Kamala Harris up, it was her job to say, we're cleaning house. I was not in those meetings. Like, I didn't get to meet with him any more than the cabinet. I didn't know how senile he was. Clearly he was okay some of the time. People were saying he was who were honest actors. So they had him, whatever, pilled up enough to seem normal sometimes. Yeah, the corruption there is just spectacular. I didn't even think about voting in that election. Kamala Harris versus Donald Trump. Like, what? I didn't even think about it. Like, I stayed away. And that's, yeah, the Democrats you're talking about staying away. Like, I'm an independent voter who's only president I ever voted for was Obama. Like, that's the only time I've ever voted. And that was partially because my wife was serious about politics and serious about voting. So, like, the two Obama elections, I just voted straight Democratic ticket. Well, actually not entirely straight. In Florida, local politics are complex and there's independent operators. My wife was really up on local Florida politics, though, out of Miami. We were living in Miami. I miss Obama. I mean, I don't know. He did a good job of projecting a fatherly leadership hand on the wheel. I mean, so did Biden a little bit at the beginning of his term. Like, when he came in, I was like, oh, good, somebody who can make bullshit political speeches the right way. Seems like the country's grandpa. He seemed steady. Like, that was... but Obama never had it in him to show leadership except in sort of a social sense. Like, they didn't... We needed sweeping reform in several places that are still dogging us now. But Obama and his people, they should have... He came in steady, but then, yeah, they should have fixed immigration. They should have fixed the abortion being just... Like, there should have been an equal rights amendment with reproductive rights embedded. Obama had both houses for half a term, and they didn't pass shit. He just snuck judges in. Like, I was paying close attention when that happened. Biden was okay until old age caught up to him. It really seems like 2 years in, he wasn't making decisions. But it shows how much that the machine just does what the machine does, that I don't know how much it mattered that he wasn't making decisions. The machine was just running the way the machine runs. I mean, basic machineless competency is no longer enough. The Supreme Court, yeah, and Obama and those people really slid on the Supreme Court too. But really the problem, of course, is Congress. They won't do anything substantial at all. The Supreme Court right now are working around Congress in ways that make it look like a pack of villains, but like take out of it that they're Republicans and right-wingers. It could easily have been, Congress won't do anything either way. It could easily have been a Democratic president and a Democratic Supreme Court would be still having to work around. Welcome to the machine. I don't even really like talking about this politics stuff in here much because I don't see solutions yet. I mean, at least more and more people are getting on the same page about what the problems are and who the problems are. Like the wild-eyed Arab socialists getting elected all over the Democratic Party landscape are pulling that conversation in the right direction. But now the conservatives, they need a right flank. They need real libertarians who are earnest, who cannot be bought, to come in preaching for a flat tax and a restoration to real conservative values in terms of spending and fiscal responsibility. Like, that's what we need. The argument needs to be between libertarians and socialists, and these machine politicians all need to get out of the way of it. And really, it's kind of like, I mean, my general impression is you want socialists deciding how the money gets spent, and you want libertarians deciding how much money there is to spend, basically. I am, of course, Rogan. We're out here in the middle of the country in a partially undisclosed location. Thanks for joining us. Me and Pi and Zoe. I'm pretty happy with Mark Carney. At least he stands up to Trump. There's only Canada and China who retaliated against the unlawful tariffs. Well, I don't understand macroeconomics well enough to know what the tariffs business did. And it's really hard to get any kind of a straight story on how that ended up being used as a negotiating. So, like, when the neoliberal machine press on both sides lines up on something, that's Pravda out of Russia, right? Like, you don't know what the truth is until you. Trump wants to make Canada the 51st state. I think that's just. I think that's just to fuck with people. Liberal. That much nationalist. None of them believe in. No, he's really serious about it. Yeah, but what is he really serious about ever? Hoover also understands. Maybe. But there's a Venezuelan oil business to be considered there. The reason he's talking seriously about Canada is because if Canada is part of the United States and the United States leaves NATO and buddies up with Russia, then there's collectively. So it makes geopolitical to Putin and Trump if Canada is in their pockets. That's what that's about. Greenland too. Like they want hegemony across the northern Like, it's clear, like, that makes sense. Like, I don't know much about geopolitics, but I understand that's what they're thinking and that's what they're saying. Like, I'm sort of anti-NATO generally these days, so, but I don't know enough about politics to, like, I'm talking out my ass at that point. It's on vibes. I'm anti-NATO on vibes. Like, I don't understand it well enough to know what I'm even saying. This is another reason I don't like talking about politics. I feel like I don't like being Asmongold, right? Like, I don't like just wading in talking out of my ass. And I've been into politics off and on for 30 years, enough to have real opinions from philosophy and abstractions. Crack did a diss track on me. No, he didn't. A diss track on me. Get the fuck out. Crack and me hadn't even had a chance to sit down and talk about a collab, and you're trying to fuck us up. He said he'll take down our economy, so we'll have no choice. Well, that's because as the executive, there's only certain kinds of pressure he can bring to bear, and they basically have to do with economic bullshit like tariffs. He doesn't have time for that to work on Canada. All he's doing is fucking up Jack Daniels for selling American whiskey to Canadians, and George Dickel, and Old Crow. I almost said Jim Crow. I meant Jim Beam. Jim Beam and Old Crow. See, look how small my number is now that we're talking about politics for like half an hour. We just should not do this. Look, there's a cow. Can we talk about cows? I lied. There isn't a cow over there. The tariffs he's using right now haven't been used since the Great Depression. Yeah, that's why I don't know anything about what their meaning or the facts or their I actually had to get up and leave my phone for a while. You were talking about politics because you said so much wrong. I mean, if you want to argue about it, we can. I mean, I certainly don't know what I'm talking about to the extent that I sound like I am. Nah. Yeah, I mean, this is why I don't like talking about politics. I mean, yeah, half the decent guys I know are Trump guys. I mean, I am interested in solutions. Like when I see leadership, when I see a path forward, I'll start cheering for it. I don't mind having my views killed. They've been killed a couple of times. I used to think the idea that Israel was running the world secretly was ludicrous. Ludicrous. I was raised Jewish. Ridiculous. Controlling American presidents one after another. And blacklighted to a way is everybody on the same page. And it has some effect because of that. My main thing right now is the BLM riots did nothing, and the Capitol riot did nothing. The next time it comes to action in the streets, let's make sure it isn't ineffective by all pushing in the same direction. That's all I care about. Like, I can't preach violence, so I'm not. But the time has come for real change. And there's also to be said the kind of structural damage to the world as it is. Like the violence, it isn't just burning down neighborhoods, and it isn't a riot in the future. It's going to take a postmodern kind of revolution. I back? Wait, am I back? Hold on. Can you hear me? Do I gotta shut the screen off and shut it back on? Hold on. Huh. Alright. Alright. Hello everybody. Check out these windmills. That is just so science fiction. Put in the distance. That's really cool. It's weird though. Like, I see that and I'm like, okay, that's super cool, but why is there only like 6 of them? Like, like they should destroy the whole landscape with those. Like, there's nothing out here. It's killing birds and whales. Yeah, I'm kind of more worried about the power grid. Can we, like, if we were off the oil, this Strait of Hormuz shit would not matter. Welcome back, everybody. Your host, Rogan, that is me. He is us. And we, Pi and Zoe and I, are traveling through, the middle of the trip. I don't know how much tripping you've done, but usually there's a stretch in the middle of the trip where things are up in the air. Whatever happens seems fraught, dangerous, trippy, extra trippy. When was the last time you had something to eat? I ate breakfast. I ate 3 cheap hamburgers at a Burger King. I don't know. I guess it was about 12:30 or 1. I don't know, whenever that was. I don't really see these much on the East Coast. Well, I mean, I think the windmills are majestic and awesome looking. Whole landscapes covered with them. I mean, there should be. Like, there's nothing else out here. So why wouldn't you? Like, I don't see fields full of grain or cows. Oh, well, actually, I do right now. There's a whole bunch of hay. All right. But usually, maybe the cows just aren't out. I don't know. What is flying off the truck?